dzień dobry, witam bardzo serdecznie. Jestem Stryk i będziemy grać w grę.
Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Dokładnie. Będziemy grać w grę, w nową grę. Wszystko działa? Mikrofon działa? Mikrofon działa, dobra. Lecimy. Hardcore. Przepraszam. Dobra. Oczywiście żartowałem z tym hardcorem.
God bless.
Same to you.
Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you sluggerbed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Między daje witalność. Byłem z blanką. Witalność. Co tam się dzieje? No myślę, że retoryka.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Jestem ciekaw odpowiedzi na ten dialog, ale chyba wezmę zręczność.
No, it's just Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that? And where did you get a bow, anyway?
Oh, come on. I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
Christ, give me strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise.
You need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Matthew and Fritz aren't drunkards.
I never said they were, did I? And if I really minded you going for a beer with them, I'd have put a stop to it long ago. I was young once too, you know. And your father was no angel when he was in Cuttenberg.
Of course he wasn't.
You don't believe me? Ask him yourself.
All right, I will.
You're not a boy anymore, Henry. You're a man, and it's time to start acting like one. Yesterday you promised your father you'd help at the forge. If you made yourself useful now and then, I wouldn't mind your mischief-making so much.
Mam nogi. Jest jakieś jedzenie? Co tu jeszcze macie? Co to za zupa była? Soczewica. Mam tu jakiś ekwipunek? Mom. Gdzieś za co odpowiada? Chyba na razie nic. A świnki, krówki tu. Morda jabłków. Wygląda. Alkohol pewnie. Idę do ojca, no jestem ojcem. Siema.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
Hal, my boy, when are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Co to jest? A, to jest fast travel.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Dobra, to mamy. Wario. A, to mieszkamy sobie trochę wyżej. Tak gotowe. Kunesza, tam idziemy. Kunesza. Nie. Gdzie Kunesz ma chatę? To. A, to jest zmęczony. O. To jesteś ty? To jesteś ty.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
Hajsu.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off,
Booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Sure. Farewell.
Czyli to miałeś tak ale bym szli w tym bloku. Okej, dziwne. A dobra. Szli w tym bloku.
Kurwa fix. So. I'm over here.
Dawaj.
You asked for it.
Nie rozumiem walki wręcz. Po co 15 klawiszy? Czemu blok nie działa? Szansy. Żeby wygrał jakąś walkę tutaj. Coś tak czuję.
Yeah! Cunt!
Not a good move.
You're going to cry.
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
Nah. Some bullshit. Nie wiem, czy chcę kraść. Ale samouczek nic mi nie zrobią. Jest młot. Tak, Uli, przygoda na polskiej, znaczy czeskiej wsi. A to są to samo. Bermłot.
What are you up to here? Get up.
One beating wasn't enough.
But you still owe my father.
You'll get nothing from me. I'm telling you, lay one finger on me and I'll have you thrown.
Kurczaka mu zabiera. Siekierę, młot i gwoźdź, czy inny sposobem. Muszę się do niego bić na chatę, o matko.
locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Clear off before I have you thrown out.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Pięknie. Bo przy takim trybie walki wręcz to bardzo często będę potrzebował patrzeć swój prawy nos.
What did you actually do in Kuttenberg?
Oh, all sorts. You had to be able to put your hand to anything if you wanted to make a living. But I was never far from iron.
I'd like to see Kuttenberg sometime.
I'll take you there one day, never fear. It's a beautiful city. But in the end, you'll learn the best places here by the Sassau. We've kind nobles, fertile land, and plenty of everything.
And do you know Sir Radzig well?
We've known each other long enough. About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
When I asked Kunish to pay, he fought me instead.
That bastard. You don't look too bad, though. Did you get the better of him?
I'm fine, but he didn't give me the money.
Ah, it doesn't matter. I'll sort him out this evening. I've no time for him now.
How about I don't talk to Kunish at all, and just take back what you gave him?
Rob him, you mean?
You can't steal something that already belongs to you. And the thief can't complain you robbed him.
Fair point, but I don't think your mother would see it that way. About...
Actually, there's one thing I forgot. Just give me a moment.
Get a move on.
No dobra. Czyli moje ziomeczki prawdopodobnie są przy knajpie.
Good health to you, Henry.
Marusia. To jest knajpa? Nie, to jest... Strażnik sklepu, to jest sklep, to mnie nie interesuje. Where is karczma? To jest karczma. Krawiec.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitor.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you,
So are
Matthew.
such lords as
What's going on
Henry
here?
of Rosenberg.
Deutsch is
Even
spouting
the
shit.
Austrian dukes Albrecht
What?
and will
Just
have
listen and you'll
our
hear for yourself.
citizens. Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
A to nie mam wyboru.
Alright, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Krune shows money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem, we'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
Alright, let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
No i... Oj, panowie, chyba macie jakiś problem z komunikacją.
Listen, there's this locked chest I need.
Really? Been only straight.
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway.
Never heard of you. Thanks for...
Damn.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Zapewne tak.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
he might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Co? Wszystko, tak?
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo! Eat shit, Docious.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Poor sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbyszek? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Ale Marcela.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Oh my god.
Giving up already?
Dobra, tamtą walkę miałem przegrać. Nie chcę. Oh my god. Uspokój się z tym naprowadzaniem.
Let's finish this quickly, boy.
What are you doing? For God's sake. Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
Fucking
O.
God save you, Henry.
No, długo jeszcze będziemy uciekać?
Look out!
Pierwszy. Znowu biegniemy do karczmy. No, chyba jest taka szansa.
Coming up and see. You and your family happy. Onions that'll make you cry and garlic that'll keep evil spirits at bay.
Daleko jeszcze? A, do niego biegniemy. What? A, dobra. Tak myślałem, że do Kunesza w końcu biegniemy. Ekipa.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
God be with you, Henry.
Wait, powoli, panowie. Chcieliście mi pomóc jeszcze jedną sprawą.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then. Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
Podpalę mu chatę. No, idzie, dobra, chodź.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catchpole?
Just try it, you old drunk.
To hell with you. I'm going.
Ale pomóżcie mi! Za kłąby.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
No i nice. Dawaj. No i dobra. Wrzucać do garnka, chodźcie. Ładnie zamkniemy go.
All right, blacksmith's boy. You got the better of me. Take what you want.
No i gites. Dziękuję panowie, dziękuję. Co teraz? Jeszcze chciałem tak. Węgiel. Węgiel trzeba kupić.
Hey, Henry's come to see you.
No jasne.
Good health to you.
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally. This is a waste of time.
What?
Take care.
Let's have a word about...
Why not?
Aha, czyli nie mogę nic. Jak to spadek ryb?
Goodbye.
Dobra, dobra, już kupię od ciebie.
See you later.
Sakra. Nie targuj się.
I'd like to discuss-
Czemu jest
Naturally.
15 klawiszy za to samo odpowiedzialne? Nie chcę tego.
See you later.
Alligator. Dodaj do koszyka. Tak. Sprawdź koszyk. Zawrzyj umowę. Nie masz dość pieniędzy. No to skąd mam mieć pieniądze? Sprzedaj. Dodaj do koszyka. Nie wiem. Dodaj do koszyka. Koszyk. Nie wiem, gdzie jest ilość. To jest zadanie, tak? Siekiera. Siekiera 2. Nie, wait. Same gwoździe się sprzeda. Jak nie mam dość pieniędzy. Płacić, a dobra. Dodaj. 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 Nie wiem. 1, 2 jeszcze. A chcesz zupę z soczewicy? Dobra. Ser. O. Zachowajmy sobie siekierę. 0,8. To masz jeszcze jabłko. 0,2. I ciul. Koszyk. Oddawaj bułki. Oddawaj młot. I oddawaj 2 gwoździe. Znaczy 2 jabłka. No. Dobrze. Oh my godness. Tak. Dobra, co jeszcze miałem? Selekcję fakturą. Tego?
Hey, Pip. Do you want to learn something?
No. So, thanks.
Suit yourself. Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
Oh, it was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes.
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Spades, forks, and axes. All you need to take.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Oczywiście, że ty.
You're a beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Don't worry, dearest. This evening I'll see you right.
Oh, how? I do hope so.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vaniak?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now, what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
A to tym zapisuję. Dobra. Mamy alkohol, idziemy się bić. Tłumasz, no dobra.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Good. Once again.
O jak sobie tam?
Not bad. Again. Now you're getting it. Very good. Not bad. Again. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Good. Once again. Not bad. Again. Nice. Good, good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Good. Once again. Nice. Fine. Right. That's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Mam wszystko. A nawet więcej.
Yeah, about time.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. We got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
No dlatego dałem w retorykę, a nie w siłę, ale nie pykło. No sorry.
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Okay.
Henry.
Gwoździe dla Teresy. Tu? Bum. Where gwoździe?
Henry, what do you need, son?
Gwoździe.
God be with you.
Gwoździ. Gwoździ do Teresy. Dawaj wszystko. Biegnę!
Henry.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Uh-huh.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Tak myślałem, że to się stanie.
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah!
Get through the gates!
Fullback? Or Rampage? Łysy. Pewnie był rudy.
Hurry, Henry! There's nothing you can do! Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moats! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Czekaj. No, okej.
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Czemu ja nie mam miecza? Policja! Kuźwa! O co chodzi? Mam go wyekwipowanego.
Useless, me? No!
Ale mam miecz i chcę go użyć. Jednego bym zabił, drugiego potem skoczył na konia i odjechał. Halo, no. Czego nie rozumiesz? Stali plecami. A maczki. No mam miecz, tu wisi. Dynda się. Nie żeby coś, ale klawisz... Magiary?
Don't touch me, or I'll kill you.
Może jest jakiś tajny kod na... Ups. Siadaj na koń! Co się stało? Halo? Nie, ała, boli. A dobra, bo to nie ten klawisz, no tak. Nie, no, jeżeli mam się do czegoś przyczepić w tej grze, to klawiszolog jest tak słaba. Co mi tu się zapisuje za...
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you. Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Którym? X-em. Nie wiem, czy dobrze jadę. Gdzie jadę w tamtą stronę? No, nieważne. Gdzie mam jechać? A, w zupełnie inną stronę. Okej, dobra. Nie, no to... To słabo. Zostaw mojego konia! Ja jest silny. No, słabi jesteś, jak myślisz. Teraz kopniak. No zabijcie już mnie. Dziękuję. Znowu coś się zapisało z MVP.
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you.
Teresa to była ta, co się patrzy na jej tyłek, tak?
Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Minun jobban verköyt ana rossabla.
X! Ja. nie pomogłem jej. Bo ja nie rozumiem.
Du doch, heute Vogweg, Södni.
Poprzednie!
Arthur zruined less.
Dobra, bum, odrzuciłem konia. No wiem, znaczy nie wiem, ale domyślam się, że oni nie będą stali i czekali. Nawet nie rozumiem, czemu nie mogę użyć miecza, skoro mam go przy pasie. Znowu coś zapisane. No. Ja.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream. Run for it!
Gdzie ten koń ma nitro? Taki, co ceni swoje życie? Nie wiem.
Ja!
Nie wiem, chciałem wiedzieć. A, mi się biegnie już prawie. To jest.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Ale ja nie mówię. O, sieć na ryb. Nice, jedź.
Flee!
Yeah.
Go! They'll kill you all!
Warn the others! They've torched Skalitz! Go! They'll kill you all!
Chciałbym się odwrócić, ale gdzieś wpadł. Przepraszam cię, koniu. Musimy zwolnić, dostać parę strzał tutaj.
Ja.
Widać już coś. W miejscu w kolesika wstępka. Nice.
Oh my god! Wait!
Jesus Christ!
Help! Skalitz has been attacked! Do something! Help!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Hanyo! Huzungine! They're turning tail! Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
Have you idlers nothing better to do? Get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Felki tam mają.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Okay, zapamiętam.
I heard about your father. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man.
Swoją głosność?
Welcome, lad.
Nie, żebym dał.
Bożena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Must.
Muszę jeść. Czekajcie. Muszę jeść. Raz, dwa, raz, dwa, raz, dwa, raz. Dobra, będzie git. Up. Czy mi dźwięk uciekł? Aha.
I'm sorry about what happened to you. But there's no
Czym nagle reputacja spadła? Nie bij bułek. Czy to był gołąb, czy jego żołądek, ale... Om nom nom. Gdzie to jest? Tu? 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 Do spania.
What was that? I'm sure I heard something.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Miał buty zdjąć.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little
Tak,
wine.
jak IRL.
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
I could do with a...
Dawaj, opowiedz jej.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunesh owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunesh had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunesh still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him.
Wyjaśnię,
with his work,
pani
and I
jest
was looking
fanką
forward to
jakichś
it.
takich filmów
He was
akcji,
forging a
książek
sword for
akcji,
Saradzin.
czy manuskryptów akcji.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no.
He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism.
If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers.
And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd help.
Miałeś ten miecz, ale nie potrafiłeś go
I
wyciągnąć.
succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget
Jestem valiant knight, tak.
It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish.
Ile miałeś?
Divish
12
was a
lat?
lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old,
Uuu,
and
to i tak byłaś starsza.
all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that were true, lad.
No,
Would it were true.
ma więcej
But
niż
what am I
20
doing
lat i nie
bothering
ma
you with
ósemki
this?
dzieci,
You
więc
have
no...
troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Ej, ale żarcie oddawaj, halo.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Oby nie.
Right, my lady.
Przepraszam, oby nie. Wszystko tylko nie on. Ale wino zostawiło. Okej, dobra. Chociaż chlać na pusty żołądek, to nie. Buty miałeś zdjąć.
Move it, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
Henry, help us! Oh!
Bum, bum.
Help us. Don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Chyba głodny znowu jestem. Jeszcze jestem głodny. Ale pada, no. No to bez koniec. Ładnie.
Listen up. If it's Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands and follow his will.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers. including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
May the Lord watch over you.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Ranzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you? Yes, sir. He is right here. What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses.
Weź mi tu
Lord be
śmierci.
praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmber?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Ratai now!
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
No było podejrzane.
Henry, I need to have a word with you.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Good luck to you.
Halo. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, Teraz jestem NPC-em. Tu są interesujące miejsca znaczone. No niemożliwe, że ja tyle przyjechałem.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. Dalej leje. Co my jesteśmy w Anglii czy w Czechach?
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Look out! God be with
What do you think about...
Fortune smiled on him, that's for certain.
It's just a shame Fortune didn't...
Oh, shit. And you know Sir Radzi Cobbler?
I wouldn't say I know him. I've seen him a few...
He must be a fine lord.
Surely you're the lord...
Ah.
About Sir Divish?
Jesus, no. I didn't mean it like that.
I see.
Farewell.
Hello there.
We're gonna head up like scallops.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scallops and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king. And here in Talmberg, divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Tam arch enemy. Myślę, że jeszcze odwiedzimy Skalicę dzisiaj. Jomek.
My respects to you.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Jeszcze jednego, no ale...
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg? Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
Because the lords there could have risen against him with their armies and stopped his conquest of the Bohemian territories?
That's part of it. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Sir Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind. Farewell.
Po kapuście.
Stop.
No, czyli co? Czyli nie mogę stąd wyjechać? No dobra. Gdzie tu się wchodzi do tego kupca?
It's terrible what's going on in our land these days.
God be with you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the call. Take care now.
No dobra. Zdobądź konia. To jest ten X, czyli siądź. A koń nie porusza się do tyłu, dobra. Rozumiem. Mogę ściąć z niego. Czy musi mi się indykator pojawić? Które to jest wyjście? Tędy. Masz miecz? Masz miecz.
God be with you.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
May the Lord watch over you.
Gdzie jest ten?
The Lord save you.
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle, and your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
My parents are lying in the mud of Skalitz at the mercy of dogs and jackdaws. I can't just leave them there.
That's terrible. May the Lord have mercy on their souls. But how can I help you, Henry? I don't want your death on my conscience.
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking. And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
It's rather embarrassing, but if I'm to pay a bribe, I need money. Unfortunately, I don't have any.
How would you? Don't worry your head about it. This should be enough.
Thank you, my lady. I will repay you, I swear. They'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujitz, to ask the parish priest how the folk there are fed.
That sounds reasonable.
Thank you.
Good luck, then.
Dobra, gdzie jest armory? Oh my god. Co ja mam tu zrobić?
Got you, and now I'll fix you.
What?
Don't pretend you don't. Well, you won't forget this.
Just my luck.
Look, I can't tell you any.
You,
stop
surrender!
right where you are.
You're under arrest for breaking the law.
Is that all you? I'm telling you, surrender!
All right, enough.
Are you?
Caught you. Now you'll pay for all your crimes.
What?
Don't pretend you don't. Well, you won't.
Oh, come on,
Try your.
Why, yeah.
I'll slaughter you.
Oh my god, no. Nic nie widzę, no. What the fuck? Mogę się poddać, ale nie mogę.
Got you. And now what? You look well.
Oh my god. Masz tajną misję. Co ja mam zrobić?
Oh dear, did that hurt? All right, you win.
Caught you!
I'll slay you, you fucker.
That brawling! You should have thought.
Tak, mam tajną misję.
Had enough of life!
Ah, slaughter.
Look there.
What?
Hey, who's there?
No dobra, zatłuczcie mnie.
You're crying.
Jesus Christ.
Where did these?
And but
What happened with that?
indeed. Listen, lad.
Because the.
That.
So,
No.
why did? So Robard,
What would you do?
my parents died there, and I won't leave them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those? God be with you.
God save.
I would like to.
Why for
My parents are.
That's
Good thinking. And where's that?
in the gate tab.
It's. Thank you. What do you think, my?
Not quite.
Oh.
God bless.
Is someone there?
What are you doing here? Get lost!
Or you have me to reckon. Is someone...
To było akurat lepsze. Wakey, wakey.
My lady.
God be with you. I'm sorry. I didn't reckon. I still think you should stay here in the safety of the... I see your heart is drawing you away from here. God go with you.
No i git. Muszę tylko konia zabrać. Testuję mój koń. To był ten.
My respect.
I need to get out of.
Says who? I've never seen you before in my life.
I'm wearing your colours, but I'm just a messenger. Sir Robard sent me to Rattay with important tiding.
Oh, all right, all right. Take care now.
To na razie, frajerzy.
Yeah!
Tak, jest giereczka ogrywana. A bo tu się po prostu dodaje. Ile ja mam punktów? Gdzie to jest napisane? Siema Ksaramir, co tam, jak tam? A ty co ogrywasz? Chyba ja chcę coś wybrać, czy co? Naucz się. A jakiś opis tego, czy coś? Nie, dobra. No, ja wiem, słyszałem, że to jest dobra gierka i wychodzi druga część. Czy wychodzi? No, za jakiś czas. Uciekłem.
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better
Jak
keep going
to?
on my own.
Ja to już dojechałem do... A, dojechałem już, dobra. Okej.
It's like they've already gone.
Tam daleko się zatrzymał. O, i tym optymistycznym akcentem przy starcie zwłok. Zakończymy na dzisiaj. Znajdź swoich rodziców. Jakiś Night Vision czy coś? A, skończyłeś Ghost of Tsushima. O, to było dobre. Też. Może kiedyś też w to zagram. Ja muszę skończyć Baldura, znaczy chcę skończyć Baldura. Ale jeszcze trochę mi zostało. Dobra, ja się zawijam, kończę na dzisiaj. Dzięki za oglądanie i do usłyszenia, do zobaczenia za tydzień. A, skończyłeś Baldurka? No ja jestem już we wrotach Baldura, już tak naprawdę kończę, ale mam misję podwodną i trochę mnie ta misja stresuje i muszę podejść do niej z chłodną głową, bo no ja już chyba mam 100. Czy tam 97?
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Coś mniej więcej takiego. No, ale tak. Jestem bliżej jak dalej już. Już wszystko tak naprawdę sfinalizowałem. Zostały mi główne elementy questów. Dobra. Jak coś, zapraszam, wpadaj na Kingdom.com za tydzień. W sobotę. O. Jest i ona. O, zapraszam. Dobra, a teraz uciekam, bo koty głodne. Dzięki za oglądanie i do zobaczenia za tydzień. Pa, pa.